So, welcome back to another in the World Class Basics series of short seminars. And today we follow the theme again of change your mindset, change your business. We've known for a long time that people are either open-minded or closed-minded. In fact, Sir Clive Woodward described his rugby players as either rocks or sponges. Rocks couldn't, didn't want to absorb any new knowledge, any new techniques. Sponges were just the opposite. So the American professor Carol Dweck, an American psychologist, found out that we all have different beliefs about the underlying nature of ability. Both children and adults with a growth mindset believe that intelligence and abilities can be developed through effort, persistence, trying different strategies, and learning from mistakes. In 2007, she wrote a book called Mindset, which talks about the two different mindsets, and I strongly recommend that if you haven't read it, that you do read it. So, let's have a look at the two mindsets and see what the differences are and see what it means to you in your business. So, fixed mindset. Somebody with a fixed mindset fundamentally believes that things are static. Their intelligence, their ability are static. Therefore, their prime concern is trying to look smart. Whereas somebody with a growth mindset thinks that intelligence and ability can be developed. Therefore, their primary concern is to learn, to grow, and to develop. Somebody with a fixed mindset will tend to avoid challenges because they fear failing. And remember, if we think that this is static, every failure is an indictment, it's a judgment of us. Whereas somebody with a growth mindset is likely to embrace challenges because they see that as an opportunity to improve. So as I'm going through this, think about yourself. Think about the people that you know and the people that work with you. And try and work out which mindset predominates for you and for the people that work with you. Somebody with a fixed mindset will tend to give up easily for the reasons that we've just said. Whereas somebody with a growth mindset never gives up. They're always learning, they're always developing, they see life as an opportunity to learn and to develop. Somebody with a fixed mindset rejects feedback. They're defensive. My late father-in-law, a North Yorkshireman, had an expression he said, you can't teach them nout. He's referring to people with a fixed mindset. By contrast, somebody with a growth mindset embraces feedback because that's a way to learn and therefore to improve. Which would you rather have on your team? Which would you rather be? Somebody with a fixed mindset you could describe as a know-it-all, whereas somebody with a growth mindset has a learn-it-all mentality. And these two phrases come from a guy called Satya Nadella, who's currently the CEO and chairman of Microsoft. And his vision is to change Microsoft from a know-it-all business to a learn-it-all business, because he felt that Microsoft was getting very much set in its ways, getting very much fossilized. So if you've seen a difference in Microsoft in the last few years, you can put it down to this change in culture. Somebody with a fixed mindset tends to be threatened by others' successes, whereas somebody with a growth mindset will be inspired by others' successes. If they can do it, so can I. If they can learn to do that, I can learn to do that. So, think about it. Which is your natural habitat? And I don't think that this works so that we're either always in a growth mindset or always in a fixed mindset. I think in certain contexts we will be in one or t'other, but it's really good to be aware of which one we're in. I believe that I have a growth mindset, but not always. There are certain things where I'm pretty fixed in my ways, and I find that worse the older I get. Simon Hartley describes a growth mindset as the intention and commitment to grow, but it's a choice. One of the things that I suggest all business owners do when they're recruiting is they list out the attributes that you want the new recruit to have. And the one thing that I absolutely insist is on that list, and it's not often I insist, but it's the willingness and ability to learn and grow. Because if you recruit somebody that's perfect for today and they don't have a growth mindset, they will already be redundant by the time we get to Christmas. Because your business will be growing. If the people aren't growing within it, you've got a problem. So, we're talking about a growth mindset today. Change your mindset, change your business, and remember your mindset is your choice. I hope this has been useful.